If you have teenage children who have recently started junior high school, you may find them struggling a bit with abstract concepts in science. In grades 7 to 9, students begin to learn about concepts about physics and chemistry. You may have noticed that virtual reality has become a more ubiquitous technology used in STEM teaching, and perhaps your children are trying out VR headsets or computer-based simulations in class or at home. While VR appears to be a tool that allows your kid to have some fun during the process of learning, do you fully understand how it works to create an immersive reality and how the brain reacts to it? By using VR, students can navigate imaginary environments just like in reality. In the brain, there are two types of cells that are responsible for encoding spatial information: the place cells and the grid cells. Place cells become active when an animal or human enters the surrounding environment. The grid cells were a special discovery in the human brain by scientists using virtual reality. They will provide support for the place cells, creating a spatial map of the virtual reality.
When you move around, your brain maps out the spatial environment so you can navigate through it now and if you return later.
I thought the Wild West was supposed to be wild.
We've seen this internal GPS in mice too. In many studies, when mice have returned to a specific location, like a position in a maze, their place and grid cells fire. This is true in the real world and in virtual reality.
And how does this connect to the classroom? It means that VR can provide students a great chance to explore scientific structures that cannot be easily observed, or to manipulate shapes and structures in 3D effortlessly.
By using functional magnetic resonance imaging, researchers have found that more brain regions are engaged during memory-guided navigation in virtual reality environment in adolescents and adults. In addition, virtual reality can provide a static experience which activates specific brain regions. These are the visual and conceptual processing centers, which are found to play a crucial role in the creation of a sense of presence, enabling students to deepen their memories of the knowledge gained during VR navigation. It is found that VR, especially educational VR games, can extend the retention of knowledge and increase recall performance by students after short-term learning. Is there any potential health issue in the virtual reality? One of the potential problems is that researchers found a large amount of grid cells shut off when navigating virtual environments. But is it bad for the brain that the grid cells shut off for a long period of time? We do not know yet. Therefore, it is necessary to keep in mind that you should always set time limits for your children when they use VR at home. Some users experience sickness after using VR.
Devices are becoming more and more common, letting people explore digital worlds by being in movies or games. But this also means more people might experience virtual reality sickness or cyber sickness.
But research has shown that this will lead to severe health consequences and will subside within 10 minutes of exiting VR environment, unless the user is diagnosed with related health problems such as migraine. So remember to make sure your kids are suitable users of VR. Also, check that they have met the age limit. The majority of VR headset manufacturers are setting age limits of 13 for their product. Apart from the health concerns, children aged from 13 to 19 are beginning to be exposed to more abstract concepts in science. So this is probably the best age for children to start their VR experience.